taking full advantage of the gap in the mid-range coverage.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Smart. Inside. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
And RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
BA, when I tell you going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find. And I don't see anything phasing this team now, BA.
Here's Brunson following the bucket by the Celtics. Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Randall. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Robinson. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Outside, Brown. Drops in the layup for 2.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Brunson. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And the shot goes in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
City answer.
Robinson finds Randall. Over Horford. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Smart against Brunson. Brown inside. Fournier covering. That one falls. Brown's got his second bucket on the night.
Sometimes Brown just looks unstoppable. A little contact doesn't bother him at all. Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
Brunson misses.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Smart passes to Horford. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put him in 2K terms, I think he can get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
And the Knicks with the possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Count it. Good.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
For the Knicks, Toppin, he's checked in for Robinson, and quickly subbed in for Fournier. And so it's New York with it, trailing by 10. Pass to Quickly. Barrett with it.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Brogdon. On the wing, Tatum. Williams in the post. Randall's there. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Tatum.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Rose is checked in for New York. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Outside Barrett. Back to Quickly. Williams against Randall. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. The Celtics have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Out to the right wing. Here's Pritchard. Another one falls for Boston.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Emmanuel Quickly at the line. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Quickly.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Now here's Williams. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Tatum, good.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Toppin right side. It's Barrett on the wing. Outside for Randall. Pulls it from the corner. Rebounded by the Celtics.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's Brogdon. And so it's Boston up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Time for a quick break, then back to the act.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston. Now the Knicks with it. It's a 14-point game. On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. Brogdon and Brown are on the wings. Al Horford out there with Griffin, and it's Smart in at the 1. Rose against Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. Releases from 15. Top it inside. Horford covering. Toppin shot is off. And Boston has possession. Brogdon drives in. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Toppin. Outside Fournier. Back to Toppin. Quickly outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Quickly's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Kick out to Brown. Here's the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Fournier. Pass to Quickly. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Outside Robinson. Fade away. Here's Fournier. Offensive board. Rose outside. The teardrop. That one drops for him.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, they're trying to close this gap. Always a good option to probe the paint and see if you can get an easy one inside.
Kicks it out to Smart. Oh, there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Marcus Smart is one of the toughest players in this league, mentally and physically. So willing to sacrifice himself on a play, on both ends.
The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. White, he's checked in for Boston. Smart's toughness does really stand out on defense, though, Richard.
Yeah, because he gets right up in your jersey. Even though it can put him in harm's way, if he thinks he can trip you up at all, he'll put his body on the line.
Horford outside. Here's Griffin. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, for years, Griffin relied on his explosiveness. Now he relies on his craft. Good move drawing the foul right there.
Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch under guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Tatum against Barrett. To the inside. Randall with a steal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains and even some question if the pair can coexist. But Brown said, quote, the adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good. Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. The free throw drops for Randall. And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Grant.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randall credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Quickly against White. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Oh, there's the alley, and an emphatic jam on the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Quickly passes to Barrett. Back to Quickly. We've got 1:23 left to play in the second quarter. The baseline J. And that one's long. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Pritchard. Back to White. Here's Williams, guarded by Toppin, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Williams again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Toppin outside. Lets it go from 11. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Toppin's gotten 4 this quarter.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
White on the wing. And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 11.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Quickly outside. Outside Brunson. To the middle. And it's blocked. They recover it. 3 on the clock. Knicks keep it alive. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, Al. As you anchor that front court, what were you guys looking to accomplish in the first half?
I mean, we're just trying to play with pace, trying to dominate on the defensive end, get rebounds, make it tough.
Pace is key. Back to you.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 11. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end.
And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, you got to like what Robert Williams has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Outside Fournier. Brunson against Smart. Outside Barrett. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Boston. At one point, they led by 16. And it's Brown off the drive. And Brown with the stuff.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's the Knicks now, down by 15. Fournier finds Brunson. Pass to Randall. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. He's off on that one. And it's Boston the other way.
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of the team. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Barrett passes to Randall. Now Barrett. Shot to stop the run. And the Knicks miss again.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now a timeout called by New York. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in 04. And just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Quickly is checked in for New York. Tatum with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Brown. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
For an athlete like Brown, you salivate. You just start drooling thinking about the open floor. Fast breaks are your friend.
Pass to Barrett. Horford against Randall. Quickly outside. Now Barrett. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Al Horford.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randall's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
And he drops it first. So for the Knicks, Toppin comes in for Robinson, and it's Derrick Rose in for Barrett. And Randall drops them both. Boston on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Brown inside, guarded by Rose. And that one drops for him. Brown's got 8 points in the quarter.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown is at it again.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. On the wing, Tatum. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Jason Tatum, still so young. His game's still evolving. Over the last couple years, he's been getting to the line more and more, and that's huge.
And he can't get the first one. And Jason Tatum seeing his free throw attempts increase. What's that tell you, Richard?
Well, it just tells me that he's playing with more intensity, but he's also playing smarter. Jason's using his athleticism to force the issue. Get to the easy points at the line. That's what your thoughts are.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Rose against Brown. Pass to Fournier. Takes a three. And again, the Knicks missing. The Celtics have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Griffin outside. Puts up a three. Quickly with a rebound. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. The three ball. They get it back. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
An intense player on the boards. Love seeing Randall get after it and punish the opposition.
24.
To the left side wing. Horford finds Griffin. It's Brown on the wing. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Back to Fournier. Rebound Boston. It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Rose. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 12 now in this quarter.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Fournier.
Substitution on the court.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
For three, Randall. And the Knicks miss again. Boston on offense. They're on a 19-4 run. Brown with it. 16 points for him. Here's Tatum. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 9.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Here's Randall. Off on that one. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Celtics. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Derek White, and it's Hauser in at the small forward position. Down low, the kick out to Brunson. Pass to Grimes. Here's Hartenstein. Tries the 9-footer, and he gets that one. Hartenstein's got his first points of the game.
Celtics lead 52-26.
Here's Pritchard. Goes up. And White with the finish.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Pass to Grimes. Outside Brunson.
Celtics foul. Peyton Pritchard.
McBride, he's checked in for New York.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Miles McBride.
And he lobs it up top.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And here are the Celtics. Left side White.
54-28.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. The Knicks pull it in. To the paint. Here's Reddish. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Here's Grimes. Ooh, it's stolen. Here we go. Intercepted. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside Reddish. The three is up. Pass to McBride. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. So New York ends up going with a whole new group. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams checked in for Cornett. Horford comes in for Williams. Tatum, he's checked in for Hauser. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard. Fournier, the pass to Randall. Rebound Boston. Horford's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
That's from
this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Outside Barrett. Smart against Brunson. Randall inside. Misses in close.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Horford outside. On the wing, Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Brunson passes to Fournier. Brunson against Smart. Outside Brunson. Fournier for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Smart passes to White. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Back to Smart. Fournier against White. Not going to go that time. And New York the other way now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
First personal foul. Second.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
At the line, 2 shots.
The first one falls. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Reddish comes in for Barrett. Grimes, he's checked in for Fournier. And it's McBride in for Brunson. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Williams. Gallinari comes in for Horford. Hauser, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart.
Luke Cornette.
He misses the free throw. The Knicks making a switch here. Sims is checked in. He hits the second from the line. For New York, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Grimes.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter.
Peyton Pritchard. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 1:54 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's McBride. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside White. To the middle. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Luke Cornette at the line. 2 shots.
No good on that one. That one misses. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Grimes counted from distance.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Boston shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Here's Cornette. It's rebounded by New York. 50 seconds left in the game. Here's Grimes. Here's Sims. Deflected. Here's Hartenstein. Banked it in off the glass.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
39.
Outside White. Hartenstein pulls it in. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right side Reddish. Pass to Hartenstein. He got a piece of it. Here's Pritchard from deep three-point range. Off target with a shot. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn. So I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.